Good morning, church family. Today we're going to look at Luke chapter 7, verses 1 through 10. It reads, "When Jesus had finished saying all this to the people who were listening, he entered Capernaum. There a centurion's servant, whom his master valued highly, was sick and about to die. The centurion heard of Jesus and sent some elders of the Jews to him, asking him to come and heal his servant. When they came to Jesus, they pleaded earnestly with him, 'This man deserves to have you do this, because he loves our nation and has built our synagogue.' So Jesus went with them. He was not far from the house when the centurion sent friends to him to say, 'Lord, don't trouble yourself, for I do not deserve to have you come under my roof. This is why I did not even consider myself worthy to come to you. But say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under him. I tell this one, go, and he goes. And that one, come, and he comes. And I say to my servant, do this, and he does it.' When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him, and turned to the crowd following him. He said, 'I tell you, I have not found such great faith even in Israel.' Then the men who had been sent returned to the house and found the servant well." This is one of those stories in the Gospels that always strikes me as amazing, as Jesus applauds the faith of this individual, an individual who wasn't of his nation. The centurion makes the point in here, and he says, hey, I understand what it means to be under authority and to have people under your authority. And when I say go, it's go. And when I say come, it means come. Jesus is really speaking to, as he turns to the crowd and tells them, such great faith I have found. He's talking about the faith and understanding and recognition of authority. You see, for us, so often the way in which we interact with God seeking that God would bless our decisions. But the centurion turns this around, and he says, if you say the word, I will believe that it is done. I will believe that it will happen as you say. I will do as you call me to do. Because you, Jesus, are of authority over me. What about you and me? Do we recognize the authority that we are under? Do we recognize that God resides over us? That Jesus has ordained our days? And that our life belongs to him. That because he has purchased our life through the cross, that he has purchased our life through his sacrifice and his blood, our life is his. It is under his authority. And so our lives are meant to be ruled and lived in accordance with what he tells us to do. I know in my own life, it's hard at times to live like this because I fail to recognize the authority by which I'm under. But if I do recognize the authority by which I'm under, what then will that mean for how I will live? What then will that mean for what I will believe, for how I will approach the highs and the lows, the comings and the goings of this life? Is Jesus your authority? And if he is, then what is he saying to you to do? Where is he telling you to go? How is it he's telling you to respond? What is he desiring to do in your circumstances and situations? If you be so bold, maybe comment in the section below. But let's live differently because of the authority by which we live under.